Is Wednesday, December the 4th, 2024. I am James, you are you. We are here for another evening filled with yuletide cheer. The trees are up. The snow is falling in beautiful Montreal. Dare I say, I'm cozy. Dare I say, I'm jolly. Dare I say, I'm in a good mood. And the reason is, tonight's episode, we were not here on Monday. I had to go working for the man. Wasn't able to be here. But it's all fine and dandy, like Christmas candy. This is a happening on tonight's show. Later on tonight, we're going to be digging in to the Christmas bag of topics. The bag will dictate what it is we dare speak of tonight. And spoiler, it has to do with gifts, presents, knickknacks, and doodads. That's later on. We've got a huge guest. When I say huge, I'm talking capital H-U-G-E, but that's in a matter of moments. Because when you're also saying huge, you're talking about Dave Kaufman. Let's get Dave on the air. Dave, I won't lie. I thought that was a good segue.
It was kind of mean, James.
Well, I know the way that it sounds, but
Yeah.
I meant it like huge in stature.
Sure, huge in stature. What a compliment.
Yeah. Well, you're a big guy, right?
What do you mean?
You're a big guy. You're what, 6 foot, I want to say 7?
What?
No?
No, not 6'7".
Not
6'8".
I'm
no.
shortchanging you.
You're on the tall side, I think. I'm
Look,
6
Dave,
foot
you're
2
tower
inches.
of power, too sweet to be sour, funky
Yeah.
like a monkey, and as the Macho Man Randy Savage might say, ooh yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Macho James.
Thank you for that. Dave, you and I went on vacation last week. We went to Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yeah, city that never sleeps.
I dragged you to a series of Christmas-based events.
Yeah, on my birthday, no less.
It was true, yeah.
Yeah.
We celebrated your birthday by doing things that I wanted to do.
That's exactly right.
Now, we haven't really talked about it because I have been saving it. I want to know what your take on doing all these Christmas events were.
Well, I like Christmas. I wouldn't say that it's means as much to me as it does to a man in a Christmas shrine.
I love it.
But I like Christmas. I celebrate. Give gifts. I enjoy the spirit of Christmas.
What did you think of the Christmas market?
We went to a Christmas market in downtown Vancouver near Canada Place. And it was quite nice. I mean, the thing about Christmas markets is I feel like everything that's sold there is completely without use. It's all doodads. It's all sort of like artisanal.
It's like $20 artisan soap where the corners are too pointy, so it like scratches you, and it's made with a bunch of like sand.
Yeah, it's
like you're washing it. It's like, whoa, I scratched myself with this walnut soap.
Yeah, or like a
And
fancy
then you take a
knife.
left, and it's a bunch of dream catchers.
Yeah. Fancy knives with like wooden handles.
This market was, I think, S tier. It was great.
The ambiance was great. I like that there was live.
It was unbelievable. It was like everything you see in these Hallmark movies that are often filmed in BC, where it's like, oh, it looks Christmassy, but there's no snow and everyone's comfortable.
There was a
guy in a tower singing.
That's right. We were looking for the singer. We were like, oh, that sounds like live music. Where is it coming from? Couldn't find them. And then we had to look up, and he was on a tower singing above everybody, which was cool.
Yeah. And he was a cornball, but that's what you
Yeah,
want,
he was a little
right?
hokey.
You want someone to be like rocking around the Christmas tree. You want like, you want it to be a little cheesy.
yeah, he took like Michael Bublé's level of cheesiness and then pushed it to an 11, I think.
Yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
But the food was good. I didn't even have any of it, but it all looked really good. And
Can I confirm that it was good
yeah,
as someone that ate it?
you had a
I loved
bread
it.
bowl stew in a
Yeah,
bread bowl.
I ate what you call diarrhea in a bread bowl.
Yeah.
It was I think it was a Scottish stew inside of a bread bowl.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, look, let's cut to the brass tacks. Your boys had a rough ride over the past couple months.
Sure, sure.
No one has bared witness to it probably more than you.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Yeah.
You saw me at a real high point.
Rock voisine, rock bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. I was in terms of rock bottoms. I was at rock voisine level.
Yeah.
Then you saw me at Dwayne the Rock Johnson of
Yeah.
highs.
Yeah. You were high, and then as high as I've ever seen you. That is, and then you also took me
Here we go.
on.
Here we go.
Yeah, yeah. So you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you something for your birthday," and you'd been describing because we were planning this trip to Vancouver, and you had been describing over and over again how you wanted to do this. Well, for the lack of a better word, something called a flyover.
Yeah, the Vancouver
The
flyover.
Vancouver flyover, which is
It's incredible.
It's a ride that you would see at like a Disneyland, which it literally is at Disney World, but with a different motif. But basically, you sit in like a mechanical chair. It raises you up, and you're in front of a giant screen. And in this one, you fly over
Giant
Canada.
screen that kind of surrounds you. It's like a
surrounding
dome.
screen. Yeah, yeah. And then if you fly over like water, they kind of splash you in the face. We flew over grass. They sort of reverse vacuum, cut grass smell into your face. And it's fun if you're a child. But yeah. You said, "Oh, Dave, this is what I'm getting you for your birthday."
Now, coming in from the chat, I want to preface this by saying I know many adults who love the flyover.
Mm-hmm.
Adults took me to the flyover. I said, yeah, it'll be fine. I think I loved it more this time than the first time. In the chat, Annabelle Agnew is on this show later. In all caps, writes, where is it at? My computer's going slower than an old man
She said,
crossing
I
the
love
street.
it, I think.
No, I loved it.
Well, sorry, the past tense of love.
Now, this guy, this Dave guy,
Yeah, me.
tell him how much I spent on 2 tickets to this.
I think each ticket was $37, so
Oh, yeah.
it was almost $100 after tax for both.
The guy
both
didn't
tickets.
even thank me, and
I
he
did
said,
thank you. I did thank you. My only criticism is here's all I said. I said, "Thank you. This is what you've always wanted."
yeah. Look, I didn't intend to pay for that as your birthday gift. I bought you a few things.
I think you felt bad afterwards because I don't know if we want to get into it too much.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it.
But the next day was my birthday proper.
Yeah.
We went to the flyover on my birthday eve.
Let's be careful here.
And then we're gonna be careful. And then on my birthday proper, you said, "Oh, I gotta go out for an hour because you had an errand to run." I said, "Oh, sure, James, not a problem, no problem at all." I said, "Take your time." I said, and take your time you did because you were gone for like maybe 5 hours.
4 hours.
4 hours. So I know it was an important area.
But the night before, I took you to the Vancouver flyover.
That's true. That's true. And then when you got back from the 4-hour vacation within the vacation, you brought me. You said, "Oh, I got you another birthday gift," and I said, oh, "Okay, thank you." And you very generously got me a bag of coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I bought you a meal or two in there too.
Did you?
Yeah, Dave, you didn't spend a lot of money on this trip.
I didn't. I was actually very fortunate. A few people took me out for dinner, and everyone was extremely nice, including yourself, James.
Yeah. Well, Look, I really did want to go to the flyover. That was for me.
I know.
I
But
will say, I thought you were going to enjoy. I thought you were going to have the same experience that I did, but I guess that you're a bit more of a stickler, or as the holiday season might put it, a bit of a miser, a real
a bit of a
Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You Scrooged the
A bit of
flyover.
a big duck. Yeah.
Explain how much I like the flyover. I would have stayed and done it again and again. The only problem with it was it wasn't long enough.
Wasn't long enough. It's also quite expensive, I think. I don't know
Now,
if
coming
you.
in from the chat,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I'm Canadian. About the flyover, that's the true Vancouver experience.
Okay, so everyone's backing you up on the flyover. I'll say this: it wasn't a bad experience. It was a good experience.
I talked it up.
It's just you talked it up a lot. You set the bar extremely high,
I thought
and
that
it was
reasonable.
a high bar to jump over. I think.
Coming in from the chat, I'm sorry I'm Canadian. Quote, also, this sounds like a conversation between an absent father and his cynical son. Which, Dave, is your future?
Oh yeah. Well, I think in this metaphor, you are the absent father.
Yeah, I'm the cynical son, and I'm taking out my frustrations on my absentee father on you.
I don't think that's what they meant.
That's what I'm saying now,
Okay,
though.
all right, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, Dave, let's get into it. I teed it up as we came on the air. The term legend on this show gets thrown around a lot by no one but me. This guest is a legend. They've been here since the beginning. When all of this began in 2020, March of 2020, I was like, this won't last. I'm going to do a Christmas episode in March. I found this man. The man that they say it's not real, it doesn't exist. I tracked him down through hell or high water from the South Pole to the West Pole to the East Pole, all the way to the North Pole. Joining us tonight because people have feverishly sent in letters. Let us welcome the one, the only, Chris Kringle, jolly old Saint Nick, Petit Papa Noel. It's Santa Claus. Santa, the pleasure is all ours. Welcome back to the show, and may I say Merry Christmas.
Hello, hello. Thank you for letting me be on, and let me say, Dave, Merry birthday, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Santa. Much
You're
appreciated.
welcome. I can't believe you didn't like the coffee bag.
Well, I did like the coffee. I liked
See,
everything.
Santa could tell you were landed on thick. Santa, I took him on this great experience. It's called the Vancouver Flyover, where it takes you over Canada. But
Sounds jolly.
this was a Christmas edition where you were trying to spot elves, and at the end, you move all the way from Canada to the North Pole with Santa.
Yeah. Sounds jolly. And I can't believe that you're being so, I don't know how to even say this, Dave.
Oh no.
Ungrateful.
Yes, that's the word I had in mind.
Well, Santa, I understand where you're coming from. I'm not going to say that you're wrong. Maybe I am being. Maybe
You're
I am
treading
being.
very, very carefully here, Dave.
Well, I'm just being.
I
I'm just
personally
being
would have
honest.
loved a bag of coffee.
Sorry, what's that?
I would have loved the bag of coffee and the flyover.
You drink coffee, Santa?
I live on coffee, Dave.
Yeah. What kind? New Wave? Like.
Honestly,
Yeah.
You want to know my flavor? I'm going to say it to the world right here, right now.
I'd love to hear it.
Dunkin' Donuts, extra large, extra cream, extra sugar.
Oh my
Whoa.
God.
Santa.
Yeah, bam. That's how we
North
do it.
Pole
bro.
runs on
Sweet.
it.
Yeah.
That's how we do it, buddy. I'm not
Just,
gonna lie.
if you want to, look, I don't want to tell you what to do, Santa. Maybe you want to skim back on a couple of those sugars. Like,
No. We
Okay,
live
no,
on it. We
all
roll
right.
on it. The elves live on it. Yeah,
Well-
we don't get much sleep here.
I'm glad that you recognized in Dave what I recognized. This was not a cheap gift that I spent on Dave.
You know what they say, my friend? Karma is a
We'll leave it at that. Yeah,
Well,
we'll leave it
I
at
have a question for you, Santa.
yeah.
Say one of your good friends really likes bowling.
Yeah.
And
Like,
he
y'all might
knows
wanna
that
go
you're
bowl.
only okay with bowling, and he goes.
You know
and
that
he-
you were only okay with the flyover.
and
You've never
he
been.
buys you a really expensive bowling ball.
Sounds jolly.
So that you guys can go bowling together. And he then goes bowling, and he borrows your ball and throws it down the lane, plays a match with the ball that he just bought you. Would you say that that is someone who's doing it for you or for themselves?
Well, it sounds like he's enjoying his gift he gave you and just trying to spend some time with you, really.
Yeah, because you know what it is. It's like, well, if that person isn't going to enjoy it, well, someone should enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that was a good
All right.
example, Dave, but
Well, Santa, you know what? You're the expert gift giver. I'm not going to say that
was
you're
it
wrong.
moonlight bowling?
Sorry?
Is it moonlight bowling?
You know, in this example, maybe it would be something like
Yeah,
disco
Dave, you got to
ball.
punch up your example here.
I'm sorry, Dave.
No,
Merry
it's okay.
birthday, buddy.
I'll consider that heavily, and I'll reflect on it and adjust my behavior accordingly.
I hope your trip to Vancouver was wonderful because actually Vancouver is a beautiful city.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was low key, way more of a Christmas city than I was expecting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I didn't know that, but I mean, I know they do film a lot of the Hallmark films.
Oh yeah.
Hey, this is my boyfriend from from high school, and oh, we reunited and ran along.
Well, I was hoping that me and Dave were gonna have a Hallmark moment as friends, but it's like it was like a Hallmark movie that doesn't have like a jolly ending. It was just like an integrate. But I don't want to. I'd like to think that you being here is bringing us closer together as compadres.
In Dave's defense, he's got a lot going on. The children aren't sleeping.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Just before this, both my kids were crying upstairs, which was not fun.
Is it because you scared them?
I mean, I might have scared them by virtue of running downstairs and leaving them alone.
Yeah, because they thought there was an angry dad plomping and stomping up
Go to sleep.
Yeah, he's yelling at them to go to sleep. All right, well, look, we're not. I don't want to turn this into the Dave roasting on an open fire here.
Love you, Dave.
First time ever. We're going to have letters to you. I put the call out earlier today. I've received a variety of different letters, and I'm hoping you can either help find ways in which you can assist these people in their pursuit of their gift, or maybe just what they're hoping for. So you ready to hear some letters to you, Santa Claus?
I am. I hope they're not naughty.
Well, look, I haven't. This may be a problem. I did not pre-read them. I left it up to our production assistant Devin, and he has it all depends. He is the saucy side, so we'll see. So
that's okay.
The first letter to you comes from someone named Carl Chadobiak, and the letter reads, "Hi Santa, I know this is a busy time of year for you, so I appreciate you hearing me out. All I want for Christmas is for my wife Colleen to come home. She left about 6 months ago and shacked up with an old friend of ours from the Legion, Wayne. She says it's because I was screwing around with Linda from down the street. I won't deny it. I did do it, but it's because my great friend Bruce Gentry double dog dared me to. I couldn't say no, so I ended up screwing around on Colleen with Linda. Santa, can you help me bring my wife back?" So there's a lot to unpack here from Carl.
Man, a lot of issues there.
There's a lot of issues.
I mean, he was double dog dared.
We've all been dared before, but you don't always have to move in on the dare, especially when it's I dare you to cheat on your wife.
It was a double dog dare.
It was a which is one of the more serious dares.
Wow. Well,
he does admit it. He does it. There's these unabashed that he did.
You might want to start with an apology.
Yeah. Okay. So your advice is maybe start by apologizing to your wife, Colleen.
Yeah. Maybe some flowers, an apology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, let me ask you, have you ever been in a situation like this?
I wouldn't say exactly like this. But I have pardon my French, pissed off my wife before, but not and had to apologize.
But no one double dog dared you to sleep with someone else.
No, I haven't been double.
He says screwing around. We don't know what that means.
That's
true.
I
mean, it could have been
any
like
of the bases.
a dance or something.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we don't know. They could have just been dancing at the Legion or something like that.
Yeah. Now, who's his friend that she shacked up with? Wayne?
The name is Bruce Gentry. Oh no,
not Jenner.
Yeah, she shacked up with Wayne.
No, not Jenner.
And because Bruce Gentry double dog dared Carl to screw around with Linda.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is a big. They need some therapy.
Yeah, well, we can't say that Carl is very specific in what has occurred.
He is. Yeah, I'm going to say they need a phone call and some apology.
Okay, some flowers, apologies,
Yeah.
and then we'll see where it goes from there.
See where it goes from there. Maybe
Would
they can
this
meet.
type of situation place these people on a naughty list of sorts?
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
great
there.
question.
Yeah, this is definitely a naughty listing group.
Well, I think that most certainly Bruce, he's stirring the pot. He's on the naughty list.
Oh, for sure.
Carl cheated on his wife because he got double dog dared. I think Colleen is in the clear because she's just decided, okay, you cheated on me. I'm gonna find love through this Wayne
You
guy.
can't really fault her for going
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Now, what about this Linda? Is she on the naughty list? We don't know if she knew that Carl was
He could have
already.
been an innocent bystander.
Yeah, it's true. Collateral damage, as they say.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so we're gonna keep this one safe. Apologies, flower, phone call, maybe some couples therapy.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next one. This letter comes from Vincent Palmatier. Hey Santa, I wish I could say it's been a Merry Christmas so far, but that would be a lie. So already off to a rough start for Vincent. He goes on to say, after months of rumors, my local video store finally went out of business at the end of November. Rotten timing, I know. I'm old school and I still watch movies on DVD and even the occasional VHS.
Wow.
Yeah, how the hell am I supposed to watch all of the Christmas classics? And then he writes in parentheses, I do not use the internet. That's another story for another time. Vincent goes on to say, I can feel it. I'm starting to crack. I heard they are turning the land into an animal shelter. I think this is bullcrap. I'm debating going down there and doing something I might regret. Santa, will you help me?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, whew, man.
How are you helping him here, Santa?
Well, we need to get him a Christmas movie or two.
Yeah.
Man, I think maybe
He sounds like a guy on edge right now.
Yeah. I think I can get him an old DVD player for Christmas.
Okay.
Sure.
Have you ever heard of the movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas?
Yes.
This guy sounds like
Sounds just like him.
it sounds like he's not getting the breakfast sandwich when he wants it. He's trapped in high heats in just like the worst type of weather. This guy sounds like falling down.
I think I'll get him an old DVD player and maybe Die Hard to watch. And
Okay.
Get some
Yeah.
aggression out.
yeah.
Now, do you think he's veering on the naughty list right now? It sounds like he's talking about doing something he might live to regret.
No, he's admitting all of his problems. He's just having a rough time. He just needs a little love. He's a product of his environment right now.
You
It's
can't put
true,
someone on
yeah.
the naughty list just for angry thoughts, right?
Well, Dave, what do you think? What advice would you have to Mr. Palmatier?
Ah, man, I would go to a spa.
Okay, so you think he should just go take it easy,
I
like
think
a
you should,
sauna?
I think you should go find some rest and relaxation and settle himself. Yeah.
Well, Santa, I have to say that I'm impressed. Like, that's a troubling letter, but you managed to listen to it with grace and provide like very graceful advice. Just like, we got to get this guy a DVD player, a VHS player. Let's get him a couple copies of Christmas movies. That'll calm him down before he does something that might.
I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, I fear that this guy's going to end up on the 6 o'clock news if you don't get him a DVD player real fast.
Real fast.
I think that he should be allowed to open this on Christmas Eve. This guy can break a rule.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We got a few direct messages from some friends of the show in terms of what they're looking for. So we have a friend of ours, Danielle Davidson. She was recently unbanned from the show. So she's on my good list.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so
James maintains his own naughty and nice list.
Yeah, I have my own naughty and nice list. That's true. Right now, no one's on the naughty list, but our friend Danielle writes, this is what she wants from you for Christmas: less work and more play, and to go to the spa.
Oh.
She's looking for what looks to be here a gift card to the spa. So she wants to work less, which is interesting because she's an employee of our guest later on, Annabelle Agnew. So perhaps that's something for them to suss out on their own. But she wants less work, more play, and a gift card to the spa.
Well, that's easy enough. I mean, I don't know that I can help her out so much with less work. But, she can always fake an illness and take a day or two.
Wait, are you encouraging some lying?
No. It's not lying. It's just mental health, helping her mental health.
Understood.
Santa, what are your thoughts on quiet quitting?
Never a good thing.
Never a good thing. Okay, just checking.
Dave, do you have any advice for Danielle?
I mean, my advice would be to make a friends with someone who is generous to get that will get that spa gift. Or
I'm very
if
generous with
we make
presents.
a little bit of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge at Annabelle, who's the boss on this call, maybe she'll fulfill that dream.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I just said it. I'm very generous with my presents, but I'd probably just get her a trip to the flyover.
sure. Yeah, in a different city.
Exactly. And
You got to
and you
make your own way
have
to
take me.
Vancouver, and then you can go on a
Yes, yeah.
flyover.
We have another instant message here from another friend of the show, Connor Rose, always on the nice list, although Connor and Dave got into a spat last week.
Oh no.
Yeah, Connor says for Christmas he wants, quote, a sleepaway vacation with James.
Whoa. I don't know how to take that. That sounds interesting.
It is well, I mean, me and Dave had one, and it was interesting, except for the parts where Dave was a bit of an ingrate. But again, this seems like one of those gifts that you can't really take care of. You know, the elves can't make this happen.
I can't make it, but I mean, we might be able to work something out. I mean, where would you like
Okay,
to go? That'd be great. What sounds good to you, James? Where would you like to go? Well, I can make it happen for you.
I'll tell you what, I would love to go to Nashville, Tennessee.
Whoa.
Oh yeah,
I'll meet you there. That's
I
a
would
great
look.
city.
You, me, Connor, and you know what, Dave, you can come too.
I've been
Yeah.
dying to go to Nashville myself too.
There's no flyovers there, Dave. There's some fly-by. Got to be careful. It's a rough city.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave, are you into country music? Putting on them boots and that big hat?
I don't know if my large feet would fit into country boots, but I would definitely wear a hat, and I definitely love country music.
Dave, you got Santa right here. I know that you got a real melon. You have a
Yeah.
hard time with hats. You
Yeah.
might be able to ask something to Santa right now.
Santa, for Christmas, and I promise I'll be appreciative of this.
Okay.
An XL cowboy hat.
Oh, they sell the cowboy hats in XL.
Yeah, would be much appreciated. I've got
What color?
here. Let me show you. 1 second.
Okay.
Now it's not often that Dave leaves his chair, so you know that he means business with this present.
This is my uncle's rest in peace cowboy hat that I have now, but it's too small for my head.
Oh. Oh my. He was a little guy.
Yeah, he was he was a tiny little guy.
Was he an elf?
He was not an elf, but he didn't have a noggin of my size. So yeah, for
Yeah, think like your
Christmas-
mom felt.
What? What's that?
Nothing. Sorry.
Getting
You got to be good. You got like 20. You know, we're less than a month away from Christmas here.
Yeah, 20 days.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christmas Eve.
Oh.
All right,
Well,
Santa.
I would love to get you a hat. What color? Black? Gray?
Brown, I think. Brown.
Brown?
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking brown. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it would look distinguished on Dave. I'm all for it.
I did too, actually.
All
I
right.
appreciate that, guys.
Now we've
A
got
big belt
one.
buckle.
Now, if we
Okay.
want to turn Dave into a cowboy, that's going to become my Christmas wish too.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Leather vest.
Oh my, yes.
All right, so this is a new improved Dave for everyone in 2025 here.
That's right, y'all.
Dave, this next letter involves you.
Okay.
Now, for a bit of context, Santa, this next letter comes from a lady named Sylvia,
Oh no.
and she lives on a
Oh, boy.
street in Dave's neighborhood, which is called Monkland. So the letter is Sylvia from Monkland. She's enamored with Dave, so she sent in a letter. So you said, are there any naughty letters? This might be the naughtiest of them all. So here we go. Hello, Father Christmas. I understand that you can. Yeah, that's Santa. I understand that you can see me while I'm sleeping, and you know that I'm awake. You know if I've been bad or good. So let's just say I've been good for goodness sake.
Let's just say.
Yes. She goes on to say, I'm elegantly and gracefully aged. So I can't imagine there are many, quote, little girls sending in letters to Santa this time of year, but who can blame an older girl for trying? This year, I have but only one item on my Christmas wish list. And let's just say that one thing is Dave.
Oh no.
I know he's a married man,
Oh boy.
and that may just put me on the naughty list, but this is a time of year for wishes and hope. So I wish that he would finally leave his wife, and
Oh
I
my.
hope that he'll catch me under the mistletoe at the annual Christmas rendezvous in the neighborhood we share.
Oh man.
If he does, I'll certainly let him trim my tree. Thank you, Santa.
Thank you.
Wishing you Yuletide cheer. Love, Sylvia. So that's a pretty good description of what Sylvia often sends in letters with in terms of
Wow.
content.
Santa, I don't often ask you to not fulfill a Christmas wish.
Well, Dave,
But I
I
would
have to
appreciate
caveat.
this year that maybe this one doesn't go through the whole way.
Are you happily married, Dave?
I am happily married, yes, with two
Oh, good
children.
answer. Good answer. So I have to say, sometimes a little naughty's a little nice.
Oh no.
But I would never interfere with a man's happy marriage. So I will not even touch this.
Yeah, 'cause look, if you're on the naughty list and you're sending in things, it doesn't mean Santa's got to satisfy those wishes. If like a kid is a bully or mean or bad and says, "Oh, I want a new PlayStation," it's like, well,
Right.
this year you're getting coal. So, I mean, Sylvia is trying to break up a marriage where earlier on, Carl Chudobiak is trying to repair his marriage.
Santa,
Right.
I have a
But the
question.
thing about her is she believes in the magic of Christmas. She's
Yeah.
hunting and believing and hoping. Um, yeah, you know.
But
Going to
would there be like a consolation gift that you might give Sylvia? Like a sort of didn't work out, but here's something to
Yeah, we just won't mention that on air.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's a great way of functioning. Santa,
Batteries
look,
not included, Dave.
I Santa, on that note, I know that you're a busy guy and you got a lot of toys to help the elves build in the workshop. I want to thank you so much for being here. I think that we may have hit like a new echelon in appearances that we've achieved on this show featuring you. So I want to thank you very much, and I want to throw it to you to just address the viewers as we do every Christmas. You kind of have a holiday address that you pass on to people, so the floor is yours.
No, I listen. I love you guys. I appreciate you allowing me to come on and be a part of your show all the time. It's wonderful. I love you guys, and I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, a wonderful holiday season, and no matter what you're doing, just be safe, enjoy each other, take care of each other, and remember that the most important thing is your family and your friends, and you know who your real friends and your real family are. To you, it's Dave, right? You gave
Of
him the
course.
flyover for
Yeah.
heaven's
Oh,
sake.
it took him to the flyover, Dave.
Dave, and
James.
so spread that kindness, spread that joy, and just keep it going.
Well,
So,
it's all inspired by you, Santa. So I want to thank you again for all the kind words. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk soon. You know that you're going to be getting my letter soon.
I appreciate you. I love you guys, and Merry Christmas.
Thanks, Santa.
Merry Christmas,
And
Santa.
good luck
Thanks
in
so
the
much.
upcoming season.
The one and
Good.
only Chris Kringle. Dave, how about that? I bet usually people leave cookies out for Santa. I think tonight he kind of served you a piece of humble pie.
Sure, I guess you could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
You
mean, look,
are absolutely stunned.
am I stunned? I don't know if I'm stunned.
Stunned by Santa, a new holiday movie featuring Dave Kaufman.
Look, I think Santa made some good points. He's a gift expert, and maybe it's true. Maybe I should be a little bit more appreciative of the gift you got me.
No, you were right. I wanted to. In terms of gifts, Dave, we've got a huge gift coming up on Saturday, December 14th, live from Theater VME, 8:30 p.m. Tickets on sale now. It is the 2024 edition of the At Home Christmas Pageant. You and I have been working feverishly up until a few days ago. I would say we had little to nothing. Fair?
I guess you could put it that way.
I think we've got a show.
I think we had ideas percolating, though, James.
We had we had the coffee. It was coming out of the drip.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
now the coffee's on the pot.
The cup is almost full right now. We need to still
Oh,
add
yeah.
our milk and you know.
And we're still booking acts. We are Christmas crazies.
Sure, yeah.
Is it going to come together? This is the most delayed we've ever been.
Is it going to be Christmas cookies or is it going to be Christmas crap?
It could have been Christmas coal.
What?
You know what, Dave?
What's that?
Let's throw a party after the show.
Oh man, I love parties.
Well, then let's do it.
All right.
There's surprises. Look, 8:30 p.m. Theater VME in the heart of the Mile End.
Wait, are you serious? We're gonna throw a party after the
We're
show?
doing it. We'll do it live, as the late great Bill O'Reilly once said.
All right. Well, we're announcing it right now. There's gonna be a party after the show.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put the Christmas music playlist together.
Okay.
Only the saddest Christmas songs.
Oh, why would you do that for a party?
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
That's not a sad song.
Oh, yeah, it is. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you gave it away.
Yeah, it's happy.
This year to save me from tears. So this is Christmas, and what have you? That's just horrible.
Happy song.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bells will be ringing.
That's great.
Oh, it says literally the sad news.
Oh.
I love that song though.
Yeah, it's all right.
Now, when you want to talk about people who love talking about music on the At Home Show, the list begins and ends with our second and final guest of the evening, dressed far too nicely in a location that is far too adult and festive. When I say adult, I mean very, very mature and not boing, hubba hubba. Let's welcome Double A Annabelle Agnew.
Hello.
Annabelle, this is grown-up Christmas.
Yes, well, I am a grown-up.
Another Christmas song, a Kelly Clarkson song. This is my grown-up Christmas.
Wow,
but that's a deep cut, because I'll say this. I've been trying to acclimate myself to newer Christmas songs.
Okay.
I've heard a couple that I've enjoyed. I feel a little bit embarrassed to say it.
What's the Taylor Swift one?
What's the one that you are liking right now?
There's a Taylor Swift cover to Last Christmas that I like. I'm not a fan. I'm not a Swiftie, but she's got another Christmas song that I heard the other day on Star 92.9. I really enjoyed it. I don't know the words, and I really loathe this celebrity, but there's a Katy Perry one that I was like, oh, I like this. It's
I get
hard
it.
to create new Christmas songs. Like
It's a new one?
Ish, probably.
Why don't you like Katy Perry?
Yeah.
I find her to be an obnoxious celebrity.
Okay.
She has some good songs, though. You know, they are
very good at
popular
making,
for a reason.
Yeah, she's good at making hits. You can't deny it.
You cannot deny.
Although she flopped recently, that "It's a Woman's World" and "You're Lucky to" that bombed.
I know. I read about it bombing, and I didn't listen to the song.
Well, it felt like a bit of it felt like a song that would have been a hit 10 years ago.
Right, and it just doesn't land anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Annabelle, how are you feeling about the holiday season? You're another Christmas keener. How are you feeling?
I am feeling ready.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That felt very mysterious and like a little like cheeky.
No, it didn't mean to sound that way. It just is.
You're up to no good.
I'm not. I'm always up to good. Hey, listen. You know what? I think your flyover gift was an incredible gift.
You like the flyover? Well,
that flyover.
Yeah.
What'd you like about it?
Everything.
Yeah, it's
How
awesome.
can you not love it? I walked away from the flyover with my sister, and I was like, why don't we have this in Montreal? I would go to this all of the time in Montreal.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love this so much. It was exhilarating.
I'll tell you why, because
exhilarating.
he's disgruntled Dave.
I'm not disgruntled, but I don't think I found it as exhilarating as like James. James was like gripping the chair like white knuckles. I was just like, all right, I don't know.
At one point, I leaned over to Dave and said, I have this fear that my shoes are about to fall off.
Yes. Well, because
like
everything drops away, right? You
I
are
like the way it makes me feel.
I know, me too. It feels like you are really flying over Canada.
Yeah,
No, it
over
doesn't.
Canada.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
You know what, Dave? You know what? I don't curse on this show often.
Okay.
You're a bastard.
Oh.
You're a
But
bastard
only
too,
about
James.
this. Only
Yeah.
about this. You're you know what you're doing right now to both Annabelle and myself, frankly everyone.
Okay.
You are yucking our yum.
No chance.
A little bit of a Scrooge, Dave, I have to
Oh,
say.
hell yeah.
I'm not a Scrooge. I enjoy Christmas.
Dude, you are the little dumber boy.
I just don't I don't put as much value on material experiences.
You think the saddest Christmas songs are fun? Probably like that one song, the Christmas Shoes, about the child with the dying mother.
That one's a fun song.
Yeah,
And
that
it's
that
super
was on heavy
fun.
rotation in the Kaufman household.
Yeah.
Look, I know that it's getting wet and wild when I'm leaning in too close to the camera. Nobody needs that unless you do. I've got a big bag of topics tonight right here.
Okay.
It says, what does it say? Do not open until the 25th of December. But you know what? I think we got to break some rules right now, right? Why
Yeah.
not? There's a series of topics in here. Are we ready? I'm digging in here. And it's all about, because it's a gift bag, it's about gift giving. So, this is a great topic to kick us off. The best gift you got. Do any come to mind? The best gift?
Oh,
Annabelle, it's looking like you haven't received a good gift ever.
oh. I just feel the pressure of that one. Like the
Getting gift?
yeah, no, I mean just like I have two kids, and so
Yeah.
I would feel like I'm insulting someone if I forgot a gift, you know? So,
Look, what
oh,
about this? The best gift that comes to mind.
okay.
So
I
as you
mean,
think, Dave, what about you?
I mean,
You're using one of them right now that someone gave you,
are you talking about this microphone?
that I gave you
That's true. You did give it to me.
for Christmas.
That's true. You did give it to me for Christmas. But no, that's not the one that comes to mind. I'm thinking about when I was a child, and it was a combination birthday, Hanukkah, Christmas gift.
Cheapskate.
Well, you didn't hear what it was yet, James.
Three occasions in one
Three
for one
occasions
gift,
in one.
bro. You got gypped.
Let me finish what it. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Now we're wondering what his origin Scrooge story is.
My parents got me a Nintendo 64 with two games, Mario 64 and The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, and boy oh boy, did I like that thing.
Yeah, I got a Nintendo 64 and a bunch of games for Christmas too, and then a bunch of other presents too from my mom.
Well, it sounds like it might be smelly in there because you're spoiled.
True. Yes, I am spoiled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiled with friendship.
Well, I have my answer.
Yes.
So I grew up in a household where it was sort of anti-tradition, anti-Christmas. So I was desperate for real Christmas.
Anti-establishment.
Anti-establishment. My mom's an artist, so she was just always like, "Let's do it different this year."
No,
Yeah.
no kid wants that. They want
No kid wants that. She had an artist boyfriend, and we like built a tree one year out of twigs. I'm telling you, with a glue gun,
Yikes.
and painted it. Yeah, it's not fun. I'm telling you. It's formative, but it's not the way you want to do Christmas. You were talking about my apartment looking very adult. It's probably from all of that.
Do you have a picture of your twig tree?
No, but I remember it. I remember building it with a hot glue gun.
Wait, so do you have a good gift or not?
I do. But
Yeah.
often I
Or
would
not.
request like one gift, and it would be like the gift I would get. It would be something I needed
I
often.
just want to say I'm so anti asking for gifts, especially as a grown up.
Yeah. But I was a kid, and I would have to ask, and I often get what I would ask for.
Yeah.
So
What the hell
But
is
what-
wrong with you? What do
I
you
just want to say I'm so against asking for
Dave, right now
gifts.
you are activating bastard mode. Grown-ups shouldn't be asking for presents. Now, the caveat being if you know people who they don't listen to you,
You're a
they
Christmas
don't
cop.
value you, they don't know you, then you might as well throw in the towel and say, yeah, let's just go into Simon's and you can buy me this in front of me. I
Yeah.
take so much pride in listening and getting gifts that are not just, oh, I got you these new shoes. It's a
Christmas
very
shoes?
important thing. For the terminally ill. A gift is about showing you care.
Yeah.
And by having someone tell you what they want, what you're communicating is, I don't listen because I don't care.
That's very true. That's very true. And I've had the experience of having to go in, when I was married, I would just go into a store with my spouse and he'd be like, choose something.
Now, here's the thing. I don't want to get into it too much, but Annabelle, I imagine that you grew to just accept that.
Yes. Yeah.
But was it ever your first choice?
No, not at all.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
So my favorite gift from when I was a kid was I got this race car set, and it was something I would have never imagined asking for. And it was a racetrack with these cars that you'd power with like a gun. And me and all of my like neighborhood friends, we had it at my house, and they'd come over and we played like all Christmas, and it was so much fun. I cannot begin to describe how fun it was.
Good
but
gift.
it like ruled.
Yeah.
That gift
like
ruled.
a gun that you would press that would
press, and it would sort of like kind of travel the track, but you'd have to kind of like establish the pressure to kind of navigate the different arcs on the track, or else it would fly off of the track.
That's cool.
It was really cool. And for the time, it was really fun. And we would have like
for my birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe you can ask for it for Christmas, Dave.
Maybe.
All right, are we ready to dig back into...
Well, James, what's your gift?
Look, I hesitate to talk about this because I've talked about it on the show before.
Have you?
Someone commissioned a piece of art of... And it's in my home. Now, Dave's laughing. I'll tell the full story. More than a decade ago, this is going to loop everything around. I was seeing a lady at the time, and the way their family did Christmas was... We're all just going to tell each other what we want. And the father said, what do you want? I said, I don't operate that way. Look, I've been OG since day one. You don't like it? Lump it. You don't know what to get me? Figure it out, old man.
Yeah.
And he said, if you don't tell me, I'm going to get you a sweater, as if I was a child. Like I have no value in a sweater in my early 20s. I said, okay, I'll tell you what I want. I want you to get a piece of art made with me surrounded by polar bears. Just so one of these. I told this story many years later to the person that I was then seeing. And again, it clocked. Christmas arrived. I opened it up. This person got the painting made. So it's like a joke gift, but it's like great. I don't have photos of me painted like, oh yes, welcome to the wall of James. Great. That's the gift that comes to my mind.
You still seeing this person?
No, it's been a while.
Okay.
That's a great gift. Very thoughtful.
An awesome gift. Okay, we're ready to go back into the bag here. I'm digging around. Oh, now this is a great topic. Gifts that you don't need. So gifts that people seemingly give every year, it's like, I don't need another one of these.
Yeah.
Like I suspect as a parent, Annabelle, did you ever have like a phase where your kids just got you cooking stuff?
Or I get like gifts from like neighborhood people where it's all baked cookies and plates of cookies and stuff.
That sounds awesome.
It never looks that great. Like it always looks kind of crumbly, and I don't know how long it's been sitting there for. It doesn't resonate. I don't, it's not my favorite thing. I often don't eat them. Yeah.
So neighborhood cookies.
Neighborhood cookies, not a big fan of. Yeah.
Dave, what about you?
And I would temper that with like, I've also been sick so many times from kid events that it's just like, I have like an aversion to it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Dave, gifts that you might get or you do get, you're like, I don't need any more of these.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is sort of the danger of not asking for something.
It's not a danger. It's the other person not being creative. Like, oh, I guess I'll get Dave another cowboy hat.
I would like a cowboy hat.
Maybe someone's going to get you one for Christmas.
Maybe. Things, I mean, my mom gets me a lot of things like for stocking stuffers where she'll go to like, we were talking about it before, but like an artisanal Christmas market or like It'll be so I'll get like the kind of the soaps that we were talking about before, or like a really fancy dark chocolate bar, but it doesn't taste like as good as like like an O. Henry or whatever.
Yeah.
And she'll get me like a lot of sort of like really small like stocking stuffers, but I end up not really using most of them. But I still appreciate the gesture of it. It just I do feel like and again this might be my Scrooge nature, but I do feel like this is sort of like a waste of money.
Look, I don't disagree with that, but then it goes back to what we were talking about. If you're in tune with the person, the gifts you get are rarely going to be a waste of money. If it's just like, well, okay, we have to get David something for Christmas.
Yeah, but
that's your dad, by the way.
And if I was like, I need to get myself a gift, I wouldn't even. I'd be like, I don't know what to get. Like, I would
know what to get you.
Yeah, but
I already know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
But do you think I'm gonna like it?
Yes.
All right.
I know you're gonna like it. I don't give bad gifts. All right. I crush, and there's no other alternative.
Okay, sure.
I crush Christmas. I would say.
I personally just want I find as I get older, I have less of like the capacity to know every year what I want to get someone, but I love the moment when I see something for someone and I'm like, oh, totally, this is the thing.
Intoxicating.
It's great. But I prefer that than like yearly, you have to get these people gifts, right? Like I like the idea of it being sort of just like this thing where you see the thing and you're like, that's perfect for this person right now. I don't even need an occasion for it.
That feeling you're talking about of, this is the perfect thing I just saw and it brings me joy inside to see it. I don't think I've ever had that in my entire life.
Wow. You're a crappy gift giver.
I probably am. Yeah.
You are crappy. Yeah. So to your point, Annabelle, a couple weeks ago, someone at a show came up to me and they were like, I saw this. I had to get it for you.
Yeah.
It's this Coca-Cola drinking Funko Pop. I'm not a Funko Pop guy, but to know that someone was like in this sort of like, this is the thing, I was blown to smithereens.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to gifts that I don't think I need anymore, it's more Coke wall signs. I've run out of wall, and this is what my sister gets me every year. I have some that I haven't even put up yet. Now, I like Coke stuff. I never buy it for myself, so I'm just collecting stuff by way of others. That's my item is wall art.
Yeah.
All right. I'm digging in for the next one. This might pull at some heartstrings. The gift you never got. Now, this is like a tale as old as time. When I was a little kid, I wanted nothing more than a pogo stick, and I never got it. Do we have those experiences? Dave, you said it earlier. I was spoiled. I have not this experience. Dave, did you ever desperately want a gift that you didn't get?
I think I was. Well, there's two things that come to mind that I wanted when I was a kid and didn't get. One was like those like mini cars for kids that you could drive around in.
Oh yeah, those Tonka cars or
I think something like that. I would see kids drive around with those. I'd be like, oh man, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
And I never got one of those, and that's all right. But now I have a real car, so there you go. And then the other one was similar kind of thing. Was there used to be like this sort of, I think, who was the guy who did the ad? It was like this ski car. It was almost like it had one ski in the front. You could sit on the back.
Oh, when you're like going tobogganing?
It's like a toboggan, but you sit in it.
GT Racer.
GT Racer, yeah. That was I was like, oh,
you never had one?
You had one of those?
I had one of those.
Oh yeah, we had everything. We had the saucer. We had the magic carpet, dude. This thing was pimped out.
Yeah, I didn't have a GT Racer.
The GT Racer had crashed into a wall. I didn't like it.
Who did the commercial for that? It was like a hockey player or a wrestler.
I'm curious, like, I don't recall those being a hot ticket item. I think they were like fairly purchasable. Were they worried that you're going to get hurt?
I don't know. I just never had one.
Ask.
I remember them being a hot ticket item one year. They were the thing. Yeah.
One thing did come to mind. I remember these like moon shoes that came out around Christmas. They were like almost like trampolines for your feet. And I
Yeah.
remember thinking like, I'm gonna get these moon shoes. And I think like my family was just like, he's not gonna wear them. But yeah.
The moon shoes do seem like a very limited use toy. Like it seems like something that you would easily lose interest in after a little bit.
All right, okay. Annabelle, was there ever a gift you never got?
Offended when I said, all right, okay.
Yeah, this guy, he's been getting my goat all night long. You're gonna get a bunch of artisanal soap and crappy chocolate for Christmas.
I mean, that's as good as anything else for me.
I think it'll still show thought in the end.
Yes.
So like going back to my childhood, yeah, my mother was very anti everything. So like, you know, I really wanted to have a real Barbie, and I could never get a real Barbie. It was always like a discount, like side version, like the no name brand Barbie. Same with Cabbage Patch dolls. So it's like that Cabbage Patch doll, I never got a real one. It was like these half weird, creepy dolls.
Yeah, they made one out of twigs.
Yeah, like just not like the roadside version of a Cabbage Patch doll. I can't show that. I can't bring that to school. Like it was just so disappointing. It's like, thanks. Like it's not even, you just want the real version.
And you still remember it.
Yeah, like I turned it around to see if the signature was on the butt of the Cabbage Patch doll. It wasn't there. It's like,
do you remember what the brand was?
No. Like there was no brand of this doll, but like the hair wasn't right, the skin wasn't right, like the clothing wasn't.
You knew at the time.
I knew, like it just wasn't, just not.
But I have a question though, Annabelle. You're a parent. Do you think that it's bad that happened to you?
I think it's formative.
I think it's
good to not be able to get everything that you want as a kid.
I'm not saying you get everything that you want. I'm just saying that, like,
because this is pissing me off. It's not about not getting everything you want. They went to the effort like, oh, you can have the thing you want, but not the one you want. It's patronizing. It's all I want for Christmas is some carrots. Well, we didn't get you carrots, but we got you zucchini. It's still they went to the effort to get her the garbage one.
But it's also a political opinion. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like my mother was always, it's sort of like enforcing her opinion about the world in like a toy. Right. You know?
I can understand because my dad does that too.
Oh. So it was like she took a He-Man doll and she baked it in a pan and then she put it on the wall just so we could understand what she thought about, like.
Annabelle, look, I'm going to say something very terse here. I don't like your mom.
I love my mother. I don't want her to think I don't love her.
But you didn't say it. Like, yeah. I just think it's just like, man. Coming in for the chat, Thomas Barnwell writes, it teaches you that life is full of knockoffs and disappointments.
Exactly.
Yeah, it does.
We should do a knockoff of the Christmas pageant.
I have this story about my daughter about Barbies. Can I share it? Because it was like heartbreaking.
We've only got one more topic after this, so we're good.
Okay. So she had to have this surgery on her neck, and it was very stressful, and I was very scared for her. And at the children's hospital, you know, she was like 4 or 5, and they take the children into the sort of like waiting room, and then they're in their operating gowns, and then they get to choose a toy before they go into operation. And she goes into this room full of toys, right? Giant room full of toys. Any toy you want, she can choose it. So she picks a toy, and then she walks into the operating room, and I don't know if she's going to live or die, right? Like, it's like a really terrifying experience. And she survives the operating thing and like, blah, blah, blah. She's at home, she's recovering. And in her little sort of 5-year-old, 6-year-old state, she starts crying when she's in recovery. And she's like, Mommy, I have to tell you something. I saw a Barbie and I really wanted to choose the Barbie, but I thought you'd be disappointed in me. So I chose a toy that I thought you'd like.
That must have been hard to hear, but also like weirdly, like, I don't know if insightful is the right word, but that a child's brain could create that scenario.
It's like a mature thing to do.
I know, but that made me feel terrible. I just wanted her to be a child with like her sort of whatever wants that she had, you know, like I think as a parent, I don't want, like my mother was always like, you need to think these things when you're 5. I just wanted her to think like,
You
like
wanted her
toy.
to have a Cabbage Patch moment.
Yes, I wanted her to just be like, awesome, a Barbie. I'm taking it. You know, like.
Did she
I
remember
think that we
what
are
it was?
always. Well, I think she just chose a random. I don't remember what the random toy was.
It was a
but I
knockoff
remember
Cabbage
she
Patch
wanted
Kid.
the Barbie.
No, but did she remember what? Like, could you get her the Barbie afterwards? Is what I'm asking.
In the end, I bought her like a stack of Barbies. I just so wanted her to be a child.
I get my
I think
daughter
of
a Barbie tonight.
You got her a Barbie tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
I think I don't have anyone to shop for gifts for except for Dave. Let's go to our final topic here as we wind down on our letters to Santa. Oh, this is a great topic. The joy of generic gifts. So this pertains to gifts that you can kind of give to anybody. So I think we can like rapid fire this. I want to throw this one out there. I know that maybe Annabelle, you hate these. I'm not sure. The pot of gold box of chocolates.
Oh, I don't mind those.
I like them.
Yeah.
I think you can give that to anybody.
Yeah, I would say more like Ferrero Rocher and Quality Street,
Ooh,
but that's my
a good financial.
or After
year.
Eights. After Eights.
I had a Ferrero Rocher tonight.
Barbies and Ferrero Rochers.
I haven't eaten dinner yet, and someone spilled Indian food on me, and a little kid punched me in the crotch earlier tonight.
What?
What about a mug? Mug is a great generic gift.
Mug is a great generic gift. Yeah.
Dave, what about you?
Generic gifts, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, candle. Pretty good generic gift.
Yeah.
I love scented candles. The one that smells like Christmas. Yeah. Oh man.
An ornament sometimes could be a good generic gift.
I love Christmas stuff as a Christmas gift. Dave, you're finally back in my good books.
Maybe some mittens or little gloves or something.
How little?
Tiny.
Okay. Annabelle, any other good generic gifts?
I
think I have the ultimate generic gift.
I would say like
a
good hat. Right? Like a hat can work, like a winter hat.
Maybe a cowboy hat.
Or a cowboy hat, yeah.
I think I've nailed it. A Tim Hortons gift card for $20.
Oh, that works too. Yeah, like especially for teachers' gifts and stuff. Those always work. Yeah,
Dave, you said you had one.
I was gonna say an Amazon gift card for $20.
Is that generic? Don't put your legs up like you're all proud. Oh, what about this? Assorted nuts.
We got those right here.
Oh, Dave. Annabelle, you got any other good generic presents?
I'm trying to think. Like, does a book count, or is that too specific?
I think it's too good.
It's too good. It's too good. Okay. Well, like bottles of wine go a long way.
Say again.
Yeah. Bottles of wine.
That's or like a bag of coffee.
Coming in from the chat, a box of decaf Tisane tea.
Oh yeah, tea is a good one.
Tea is a good
Thomas
one.
Barnwell writes a blank book. Our main man, the real Andrew Mackay, says, quote, and this for you, Annabelle, I think you should be proud that your daughter had the courage to tell you how she's feeling.
That's true. Yeah. That's very true.
And he also writes, pot of gold is a great gift because it's reliable. Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. When the clock is not on your side, going into a Pharmaprix or a Jean Coutu, like around like the 23rd, 24th, you can do some good work there.
There's a lot of good things in a Pharmaprix. Actually, I was in Burlington last weekend, and the CVS was like amazing.
Oh, all the stores, Deptford's are better there. Pharmacies are better there.
Yeah, it was really great.
Look, you can buy dildos at the Pharmaprix now.
You can. That's true.
Yeah. So, Dave, last minute gift
for you.
There was one. Also, did we say scented candle? But I would say scented candle has to be like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Scented candle to me, like it's generic for everyone else. To me, it's like that's a high level gift. Dave's wife, notorious for buying these scented candles. She listens to me.
Yeah, and like scented candles that are the ones I buy, they're expensive and like I love them. So
okay, so coming in from the chat, I think our main man Thomas Barnwell might have it. lottery tickets for a specific age group.
Hey, they're always fun.
People still buy me the scratchies, and I love it.
The scratchies are fun.
It's a dangerous gift.
Pour a cup of tea, do some scratchies. Well, you said dangerous?
It's dangerous.
Why?
Because what if they win?
Dave, you're going to win $20 if you're lucky.
But what if they win like 20 million?
You can't win 20 million on scratchies.
I want to have a lottery ticket, though.
A lottery ticket? Well, you win 20 million. You can do 20 million. There's enough there to give the gift giver a cut.
How much do you give if I get you a lottery ticket and you win? Million. You'd what?
19 million.
You give to the person who gave you the ticket?
Hell yeah.
No chance.
No, you don't do that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just generous.
I think the only way to do the lottery is you buy the celebration pack, right? Like that way you're not winning like the 20 million. It's like $10,000, $20,000 maybe.
Okay.
You know?
We solved it. I think we solved it. I won't give.
What about socks? I love socks.
Socks are good, generic but good. Especially like it's funny. There's no gift quite like socks that you hate as a kid but love as a grown up.
Yeah, I think it really signals how grown up you are.
And as Kelly Clarkson says, this is my grown up Christmas list. Guys, we did it. The show's over.
Hey, what about this though?
What?
Creams.
Creams are. I'll tell you what.
Hand cream.
Creams,
foot cream,
bath bombs, body butters. Those are all young males' first foray into buying presents for a lady.
Antifungal creams.
That is so true.
First girlfriend gifts. It's like you're going into Lush or Bed Bath Beyond or like any of those stores. Like it's just like, I'm gonna get my girlfriend some coconut body butter.
Get a bath bomb.
Oh yeah.
Chuck it in there.
All right.
It's true. That is a very.
All right, you can end the show, James.
All right, yeah, look, first of all, Santa, thanks for being here. Annabelle, thanks for being here. We got a big episode. We are preempted next Monday.